Hello, everyone, and welcome to my intuitive energy reading vlogs, whatever you want to call them, podcasts. Um, this this one is about the 60 minutes, but also the readings that I've done recently on feeling that energy intuitively that Princess Diana is still living. The 60 minutes that Prince Harry has been interviewed, and he talked about the accident, and that William and Harry, as brothers, believed that their mother would not do this to them, and that eventually she'll come back to them. Now that's really strange because I did pick up these energies that she, this sounds bonkers, but that she is still alive, and I walked whether this is coincidence, but I was working in London in Mayfair, and I walked through Green Park, and I walked around Buckingham Palace, and as I was walking through Green Park, I saw this lady who I had to double take. In fact, I did double take. She literally ran in front of me with her head down, and she'd got a pom pom hat on because I think it was below freezing that day. And I had to think, gosh, that looked like Princess Diana, but no, that can't be. Surely that can't be right. Afterwards, I did a reading on it, and I thought, if this was the case, and that person that I saw jogging through Green Park, actually exposing herself after all these years, and exposing herself because the Queen has passed, and Prince Philip has passed, the Queen has passed, and there's only Camilla and Charles, and literally Harry and William, who both support her, to worry about. So, as she returned, because Harry said that, and I'm picking this interview, this 60 minutes apart, he said as a boy, as he was meeting the public and shaking their hands, that he felt guilty. He felt guilty. Now I thought, and that I thought, wow, why would he feel guilty? Yes, he'd feel guilty because they were crying and he wasn't crying. He was holding back tears. But maybe there's another reason why he felt guilty. Maybe they knew that she was going to go into hiding for quite some time until the Queen passes. And knowing this, he felt guilty that he was pretending to be mourning, and all these people's crying, and he said they had wet hands with sobbing, and remembering feeling quite guilty. And also in that 60 minutes, he mentioned that Prince Harry did not believe that his mother had died, and that they both felt that she was still alive. And this is real. I just find all of this all these pieces of this jigsaw coming together, of me seeing that lady in Green Park, me doing readings on this, and actually Harry exposing. And I said 3-4 years ago that he would expose the truth in interviews and writing a book. In what way has he exposed the truth? Because he's saying that for many, many years, he believed that his mother was still living and still alive. So maybe if this does transpire, that she does kind of I don't see that she will put herself out there. To be honest, if she is still alive, I don't feel that she will put herself out there and say, hey, look at me, I'm still alive. Because the one thing that she tried to do was get away from the public eye. And I get there's lots of bizarre things about her grave, not being able to visit her grave. Do they feel guilty that actually there isn't a grave and that's why they're not allowing people to visit there? I don't know. And I do get this link with snow. Okay, with snow. I picked up snow skiing, feeling very liberated because she could put her, I can see her very tall figure too, in this ski suit with her goggles on, and she's got short hair. She's always had short hair, but I'm picking up that she resembles the statue. She resembles the statue that they unveiled, Harry and William, that older version of her. She resembles that with the short hair. Now, at the time when of the unveiling, everybody said, "Wow, they've made her look older. That's horrible." But now, thinking about it, maybe that's the way she looks now. I just find this quite bizarre. I'm actually believing now that she's still alive. Of what Harry said on 60 Minutes, it's like he's telling us. I mean, is he telling us that there was a lie there? You know, the MI5, MI6, the establishment, the firm, have forced my mother to go in hiding so that Camilla and Charles could marry. And it was in that interview, was Harry trying to say, in other words, we believed that she, for many, many years, that she was still alive. So if this does come out, which this sounds a bit strange, actually, if it does come out, then it won't be, the boys will not get the blame for this, for keeping this away from the public. They can actually say, for years we've known that we've also felt she's still alive. We also felt that, our mother would never do that to us, never do that to us. We've known all along that she would never do that to us. And having to lie about this to the public. So I'm just saying that would we forgive the fact that if she was still alive and Princess Diana, you're probably not called Princess Diana now, but I'm sure you've kept some title there, being the mother of the future king. I do get you're being very, very well looked after. I get that you're very close to William. I also pick up that you're very close to Harry and you just wish that they would mend this rift. You know about the rift. You know about the fallout that Meghan, is not good enough, or it appeared that they didn't feel that Meghan was the right fit for Harry, being a royal. And I feel that Princess Diana knows about this. And she just wants them to, as she met Meghan. Yeah, she's met Meghan, and I feel that she's met her grandchildren. I do feel she's residing in Canada. I get Elle Spencer visits Canada quite regularly. And this island in Canada, I get an island in Canada, quite secluded. Skiing. She has people around her that are very close to her. A sister, She's also got close people around her. Get about 10 close people around her. She also has people who work for her. But there's this like secrecy shrouding this. Well, I'm going to do a reading on this. What I'm going to do is a reading on, is Harry trying to tell us that she's still alive, and that this, you know, if this is exposed, that actually they are close to their mother more, they see their mother more now since the Queen and Prince Philip. You know, she actually comes over to England, and she actually travels to California, so she's exposing herself more. And I felt I spotted her. I felt I spotted her in the park there, jogging away, and maybe she was staying in Buckingham Palace. There's nobody in there, and there's lots of apartments free there. And although there's lots of bad memories there, I think she's got some good memories of Buckingham Palace. So, and that would be the safest place for her, I feel, if she did come over I could imagine her saying, "I'm really tired, I'm bored, I'm going to go and have a jog around Green Park." Maybe she wants to be exposed. Excuse me. Maybe she wants to be exposed. Maybe she's hoping she will get spotted. Maybe she wants to give her voice here of why this happened. She was forced to go into hiding. Maybe she wants to be welcomed back into the fold, not into the royal family, but her sons' lives, especially William's, I feel. William is taking care of his mother. I do get that. So let's do a reading on this. Is this the secret? Is this the secret that is being exposed? As I said, the big secret of Diana, how she died, if she died. Now it's looking to me that she actually did not die. Is this the secret that Harry has exposed, which I predicted almost 4 years ago now, 3 years ago, that Harry would expose the truth about the accident? So let's have a look at a reading here. I'm going to use my my druid deck, and let's have a look here. Princess Diana, and if Princess Diana, if you're watching this, if you did expose yourself more and got spotted more, and more speculation that you are actually still alive, before you actually come forward to actually say, why not be spotted with William? Why not be spotted with your sons? Is the way to introduce yourself back into, so you can be freer with your life, So if this is the case, I feel the best way for you to reintroduce yourself into the lives of your sons is to actually be spotted with your sons, and then do some kind of expose yourself in maybe an interview, and say, with your sons, the reason why this happened, and I feel I can be open now because the Queen has passed, is because of this, because of that. I'm sorry, but I felt forced to do this. And I think you can say that. I think you can say that you felt pushed into this by the firm and the establishment. I feel you can say that. I feel that we would all pretty much understand about that and forgive you for that. I think there will be people that will not forgive you for that, or I think more the establishment the idea comes from the Queen herself, and the idea came from Prince Philip himself and Charles. This would be the ruination of Charles, actually. This secret would be the ruination of Charles, and that would be the end of his reign, basically. So, and I think that's what he's worried about. And he's treading on eggshells around Harry, hoping that he's not going to spill the beans, but he's half kind of spilling the beans, in my opinion, or my energies are pulling in this. Slowly but slowly, we're getting a picture that the boys believed that she was still alive. If they believed that she was still alive, were they told that she was still alive? Were they told that she's going to go away and she will return after the Queen has passed? And I feel she has returned. And this is why Harry is doing these candid interviews, exposing everything, because in preparation of this being exposed. So, and why they hid it, why we had to hide this to protect our mother. So, bit of a can of worms, this one. So what I want to do is just use my druid deck. My druid deck is I feel is the most truthful of all my cards that I've got. It was Harry in this 60-minute interview. Was Harry in this 60-minute interview actually, softening the blow of their mother coming forward and actually exposing that she's been alive all along? She's tired of hiding away, and she wants her spotlight with her sons and her grandchildren. And this is the full card, and the full card is courage. The full card is not necessarily being a fool. The full card is courage, to step out. And, that kind of energy, stepping out, having courage, taking a risk. And I actually get, it feels like with this energy is that there is communication over this between Harry and his mother of actually, is it time for me to return? For you to take this leap of faith here and hope that you will be forgiven for this. Because I get the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is about family, security, and being around her grandchildren, and being part of a family. She feels like she's not part of the family she wants to be. Now, the energy that I'm getting here is that she feels like she's just this far away, distant relative that sees them possibly once every blue moon. And now she wants to get involved. She wants to actually get involved. Why should Charles get involved and not me? I have a right. I also get mental health issues. I feel she may have suffered from some kind of mental breakdown, and she may have been in some institute or some kind of place where she has received rehabilitation. In a way, I feel this is more in on an island. If you look at that with the two dogs, that's very remote. They're on an island. So it's like she was facing a fear too, a fear for her life. There's also this emotional journey Very alone, lots of loneliness as well attached to this card. Is this going to work? I feel that she has spent many years addressing her mental health issues, and also one of the reasons that Harry and William has been interested in mental health because of what their mother went through. But she has spent many years, rebuilding herself from the trauma of being within the royal family. And this card here is, it is about building up your fortune, but this is also about support. You know, working on something and being supported for this. But with this being next to the mental health card, I feel that she has been supported all the way with her sons with this. Also, she has. There's also money here, a legacy, maybe from her father. She's quite wealthy. A number of properties. Is Princess Diana. I also get her wanting to build. I think she's built a business in a very kind of, I feel she's built a business around her interests of mental health, but also incognito. So people don't know who owns this business. So there is this business. I get William here. She's very close to William. This is saying that William knows about this, and also that I'm picking up here that Princess Diana wants William to reconcile with his brother, and I get a new beginning. So there are talks around exposing herself. Yeah, the Queen of Cups here is Princess Diana. A new beginning for Princess Diana. I feel that this would be the complete end game for Prince Charles. Absolute end game, because the boys would have to fess up, say, this is what you did to our mother. And now she instead of hiding away, we want her to come forward and be part of our lives. Spend Christmases together. Christmases she was so lonely. And the tradition, they want the tradition of their mother, the tradition of their mother to be where she spends Christmases with her grandchildren and the in-laws, and big kind of uh, dinners. Because as it stands, the Christmas is Sophie, Edward, and that shady Andrew and Prince Charles. They all hate each other, apart from, yeah, I get that they all hate each other. So it's not really an enjoyable get together. But if they spent time with Princess Diana and have a real kind of Christmas, and a real, Balmoral, and William being the future king and wanting to look after his mama, the mother of the future king, and give her position of what she's entitled to. So, I actually feel this 60 minutes and everything that I've been picking up recently is like a teaser to actually for her to actually come out into the open where she belongs. The grandmother of the future king, the mother of the future king. I don't feel that William and Charles get along. And Charles is petrified that this is all going to come out, and he's treading on eggshells, trying to avoid this and allowing Harry to have whatever he wants, say whatever he likes. But he's partly exposed this. So I'm going to finish this off with, I'm dumbfounded that he actually said that in the interview, that the boys actually felt that she was still alive. They didn't see any body. They didn't see anything to indicate that she... and he felt guilty. He felt guilty going to the crowds, So let's I mean, if that was ever to come out, if it ever came out, what do you feel would happen with the public? Please put your comments in the comment section. Let's pull out some cards here. Let's pull out some cards. I actually get that I do get that she has suffered from mental health issues that she's been working on over the years. It's like she was institutionalized in some kind of asylum, but she hasn't been. She's actually a bit like Philip's mother. Get her into a mental hospital, and then his father could remarry. But I feel, I do feel that genuinely she's had these issues, mental health issues. I think brought on, I think they were there in childhood, but I feel these were, compounded by the way she was treated in the royal family. So she is going to, if she does expose herself, she is going to explain to the world that I've been dealing with this breakdown, and but she loves life. She does love life. The elixir of life, this card is the elixir of life. She just loves life, and she doesn't want to be kind of hidden away on some kind of island. And isn't that funny? Because Earl Spencer said that she is going to be buried on this island. I mean, that may have been like a tongue-in-cheek kind of. She is going to an island. We are going to bury her on this island. Althorpe. Maybe he was trying to tell us that she's going to live on an island. You're never going to find her. But she wants to actually bloom. She's waited too long, and she actually wants to bloom. Now, you could say, what about the funeral? What about the speech Earl Spencer said in church? Well, in the cathedral. Well, I feel that was, she has had to take this drastic step to actually escape the clutches of the royal family. She's had to fake her own death to the way that you've treated her in the royal family. I feel that's where that speech comes from. And it's like a backlash to say, this is just horrific what you've done to my sister. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll leave that there. Please put comments in the comments section. You may disagree with this, but I feel all these energies, intuitive energies that I'm getting, and seeing her in Green Park, or I felt that I saw her, and that's where this started. Is that actually looks like Diana, but in her early 60s. And then I did a reading on it, and now I said 3 years ago that Harry would expose in a book, write a book, and this was before we even knew about he was going to write a book. He would expose in the book about Diana, and he's partly exposed that. But I think there's going to be a slow exposure to that, because she wants to come back after the Queen and Philip have kind of, but are they going to fully expose her, or is she going to, is it like Harry saying, look, I used to walk down King's Road with a baseball cap on and nobody batted an eyelid? But is she going to walk about town like that with hats on and goggles so she doesn't get noticed and just accept that? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and please put your comments, please put your thumbs up, please share too with others to help my logarithms, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye for now. Bye bye.